Hello, everyone. I'm 19 Storm Track meteorologist Austin Haskins. Overall, it was a pretty nice weekend across the area, but we have some very active weather in the forecast to begin the new week. We've already had a couple of isolated showers and storms early this morning, mainly north of Interstate 90, but we are watching a cluster of storms rolling through south central Minnesota as of 7 a.m. on our Monday, and that'll be tracking towards parts of the area here by about mid to late morning. And today's forecast is a bit complex in just how things are going to progress. So let's just step you through it. We'll start with future track, and we're going to start with the ACE-RRR model. So it actually does show that line of storms approaching places like Eau Claire, Alma, and Preston around that 9 to 10 o'clock time frame, and then pushing to the east, and then eventually should be out of here by early afternoon. But this is where things, the question marks start to arise. First thing is, how fast does this move through? Second, do we have any development of storms behind that? And number three, do we clear out at all in any way? I don't think that last part's really going to matter too much because we're going to have a very strong southerly wind pushing temperatures into the 70s, dew points into the 60s. The lower level jet is very strong, and all the dynamics are there for the main wave this afternoon, very late in the afternoon, and especially this evening for severe storms across the area. Now, the other thing we got to watch too is the storms that develop. Are we going to have a line of storms, or are we going to have storms out ahead of the main line that end up rolling through? There may be more than one wave of storms too. So there's still just a lot of variability in exactly how this is going to play out. But by the time we get to about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, it'll be out of here and things are going to quiet down just a little bit. So here's another look at future track. This one is not showing those storms at all this morning. So already not really showing really good signs there of it handling really well. But this one does at least have some individual cells developing initially, but it's out of here quickly. So the data has really been just kind of all over the place on exactly how this is going to play out. And of course, as I mentioned, the morning round of storms, plus if we have any clearing or any activity early in the afternoon, that's either going to increase or decrease our severe weather threat. But should we get severe storms to develop this afternoon, the environment is going to be very favorable to support that, including an all hazards threat. We still have a moderate risk out, a level 4 out of 5 for the entire WXOW area. There are going to be changes to this potentially as the day goes on. And by that, the Storm Prediction Center does their updates, these outlooks a couple of times a day. So this may change a little bit, but it could stay the same. So we'll keep you updated on that. But it's definitely an all hazards threat. The tornado risk is in the medium to high category. And you note the hatched area. That means within that area, there could be the possibility of a strong tornado, which is by definition EF2 or higher. Also, the hail risk is also medium to high, where we could see hail that could be bigger than 2 inches in diameter, and the wind risk is medium to high. There's no hatched area here, but we could see maybe an isolated wind gust up to 70, maybe 75 miles per hour. And again, I want to stress a couple of things here. The mode of storms is going to be key this afternoon and evening. If it comes through in more of a line, that would increase the wind potential, but the tornado risk would still be there, but it would be more of a squall line type with some embedded tornadoes, kind of like what we had on December 15th, 2021, and also May 21st last year. But if we get discrete supercells out ahead of the main line, or just those cells in general, that's where the tornado risk, where we could see a strong tornado or two, and the hail risk is going to be higher. So it doesn't matter what part of the area you're in, you need to remain weather aware this afternoon and into tonight with, having your plan in place, having multiple ways to get those weather alerts. We'll be here to keep you updated. But again, anywhere in the WXOW area, or really the entire state of Wisconsin and most of Minnesota and Iowa, you need to be weather aware. You might not get severe storms, but somebody in our area will see something out of this. So something to just kind of keep in mind. Now, there is good news, though, in the forecast. Although we have a slight chance for early morning showers tomorrow, we'll see decreasing clouds. Wednesday, for the most part, is looking nice. There's just a slight chance of a late day shower or two. A couple of showers around Wednesday night into Thursday. No thunderstorms look to be in that case there. Maybe spilling over into Friday morning. And then maybe a shower or storm on Sunday. But the forecast is going to start to quiet down just a little bit. And it's going to be warming up, too. We'll be back into the lower 70s by Saturday, maybe mid to upper 70s by Sunday.